We ordered a family-sized bucket of chicken, and they asked us what kinds of side dishes we wanted. We said biscuits, and the employees looked at us with disdain.
You thinking?
You
Know what you're thinking.
That's cookies.
You can't say biscuits out there.
What's good, y'all? It's the Demouchets React, and we're back with another video.
Who we got today, C?
Today we are back with another American reaction. We're super excited about this video, guys. If you're new to us and we're new to you, make sure you scroll down, hit the red subscribe button, and turn on the post notification bell because we're on the road to 50K. And we cannot get there without you guys, all right? Join the family. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
Americans of Reddit, what is something you didn't realize was typically American until you went abroad? In the UK, the word bacon is not the same as the US bacon. You call US bacon streaky bacon.
Streaky
this caused me to
bacon?
be very sad the first time I ordered bacon while on holiday.
That's
And
catchy.
in Germany,
That's catchy.
I had to pay
Streaky.
for ketchup. Of all the things I've read in this thread, this is by far the worst one.
Just to put my 2 cents in, we get packs from restaurants and we just pop it out. We don't gotta pay for ketchup.
Like paying
We
for
gotta pay
ketchup?
Nah, I don't know about that part.
Okay.
France-flavored Doritos in the Netherlands are called Cool American Flavor.
Cool
I'm from Northern
American.
Europe but have visited USA a couple of times. Their love for SUV cars and drive-through is unreal, like there is a Dunkin', Subway and 3 kinds of fast food place next to each other and all of them have a drive-through.
It's convenient.
Small avocados. Went to Puerto Rico. Was like, yo, we'll have like 6 of those stuffed avocados. Buddy was like, yo, gringo, I think you underestimate the size of our avocados here. Just have one and it'll bring you more if you want after. I
Okay.
had half of one. It was like a football.
Whoa.
Big avocados don't last very long, so you
Yo, I'm running straight to Google after this because I've never seen an avocado that huge before.
Yeah, I mean,
Never.
our avocados are like the size of our little palms.
Yes, our fist,
You know,
literally. Like,
yes, it literally, that's the size of it. Okay.
And them they're so good too.
Oh, I know they are.
can't export them without freezing them. That's why you only see the small ones in supermarkets. I moved to England from Texas about 6 years ago. One of the major things that I noticed was that smiling and being friendly towards strangers was
Come on,
considered bizarre.
man.
This is a bit true in any metropolitan area, but especially in the UK. In Texas, I was used to smiling at people, asking for directions if I needed them, and being friendly towards strangers. I learned very quickly that smiling at someone on the tube or asking someone for directions on the street immediately makes someone think you're trying to scam them or
But
you're
we
crazy.
know, but we talked about this, y'all, in the comment section. You guys came to us and y'all vibe with us, so like, but
Why? And you know, it's crazy. Now that, you know, we are Louisiana natives who recently moved to Texas about, going on 3 years ago.
yeah, about 3.
About 3 years ago. And we had culture shocks here because they don't smile and be friendly towards each other as much as
Yeah.
Louisiana.
Yeah.
So, okay.
It's like the more you go out, the more or less smiling people are. Hey,
Yeah.
it's all cool. I ain't gonna say that's none against their personalities. They're just less smiley.
Right.
Oh.
Okay, so this one is probably pretty obvious, and on it it's really embarrassing. My family took a European vacation when I was 17. For some reason, we decided to get KFC in the UK because Murica, my friend who came with us, went with me to order and pick up our order. We ordered a family-sized bucket of chicken, and they asked us what kinds of side dishes we wanted. We said biscuits, and the employees looked at us with disdain.
You thinking?
You
Know what you're
KKFC.
thinking?
That's cookies.
You can't say
Biscuits or
biscuits
your
out there.
chicken? Me. Yes. Biscuits. You KKFC. We don't sell those. Me. What do you mean you don't sell biscuits? What are your sides? You KKFC. Chips. Me. You mean French fries? Okay, fine. That'll do. I was worldly enough to know that chips meant
Worldly.
French fries, but biscuits in the UK are cookies. My
Still
friend
getting the hang of
tried
that
to order
part.
fried chicken and cookies. I am positive someone over in the UK is still telling this story at parties as an example of how
Funny.
disgusting Americans are. Also, on this
Disgusting.
same trip, my father asked why our waitress kept saying cheese when she was saying cheers. We really left a good impression across
That's
the
crazy.
pond.
That's crazy.
Prices abroad don't add tax after the fact.
We need
Pay
that.
what the price shows.
We need that.
No need to figure the tax. Done that, we do that here. Yeah,
It
I
is
hated that
dumb.
when visiting US. I'm from EU. It was such a hassle to add everything up in your mind if I wanted to have the correct amount of cash when I got to the checkout. It's even worse when you go out to eat something.
Oh my
and
God,
then
it
the whole
is
tipping
so
stuff
worse.
gets thrown in the mix with all of its permutations. How iced coffee is actually ice cream in your coffee. Best surprise
Ice
Germany ever
cream?
offered me.
That sounds
Same in
good.
Australia, lol.
Yeah, but they're saying
I did the
iced
last history.
coffee. Okay, the whipped cream and the cold foam. Okay, I get that.
I mean, if that's the case, I mean, yeah, it makes sense. But again, that's just probably how they look at it. But then we also have coffee, ice cream, coffee.
Yeah,
Like,
coffee,
we
ice
actually
cream.
have coffee, ice cream.
It's
however you
good
wanna say it.
too.
Yeah, it really is good too as well.
Course in Italy. What really stood out to me was the size of cars over there. Over here you have a mix of mid-sized sedans and pickup trucks, I guess, with the occasional compact car. Back when I went, compact cars here were incredibly scarce. Over there, it seemed like most everyone drove a compact car, with the occasional sports car. I remember counting 6 pickup trucks in the 10 days I was there. For comparison, I can name
Just
more
6?
than 6 people I know with a pickup here.
Plenty, man.
That sounds like
Most
just
cities
6.
have been built centuries ago when cars were basically science fiction. Come use an American truck and you will give up navigating any city in 5 minutes and you can forget trying to park anywhere.
Oh wow.
Jaywalking. The rest of
Oh,
the
wow.
world thinks this is a made-up crime you only
Oh, that's
see
a
in
crime.
movies with corrupt
Can't do
cops.
that.
New York also thinks this is a made-up crime. BTW. Our large grocery stores are here. My wife is not American and we lived in China and were in HK all the time. They had large international stores that were great and she didn't really grasp the size of American grocery stores till our first week in the USA and there's 150 feet of cereals on one arm.
Oh wow, how many brands is that?
A lot.
I know a lot of foreigners in the US are surprised to see the size of these markets. Massively wide roads.
So they only have
That's
a few
funny.
choices of cereal. I was talking to some people in the comment section. They was telling us that there's not as many options as we have. Like they have options, but not as many.
Yeah.
So yes, our cereal aisle have a whole little wall just for cereal.
Yeah, literally a whole bunch. A whole bunch.
The whole of Ireland made me feel claustrophobic, but when I got back home the roads felt like way too much wasted space. To be fair,
Okay.
the USA has a wee bit more space to allocate to wide roads than Ireland does. Having
Must
your
be
drink
better drivers out
constantly
there.
refilled in restaurants. I just want to drink a ton of water, all right. In my country, 90% of restaurants do not offer free water at all.
Ooh.
You have to buy bottled water and of course it costs way too much for friggin' water.
Wow.
Tailgates. I've lived in the States my entire life, but when my Spanish girlfriend came to visit I wasn't sure what I could show her that really exhibited American culture. There are plenty of American stereotypes you see on TV, but it wasn't until I took her to a tailgate that I realized how violently American the whole experience is. A huge
Really?
parking lot full of drunk 20-year-olds, trucks bigger than most European apartments, with half the trucks blaring country, and the other half blasting rap. Solo cups and beer cans all over the place. Grills, cornhole.
That's our party part. That's
Yes.
the party though right
Different
there.
countries, and I can't really see a tailgate happening most other places. The stereotype about us being loud is true. I never thought of myself as being loud until I went abroad and would hang up the phone after speaking in what I thought was appropriate volume to find everyone around me was staring at me, and realized how much more quiet they were.
Oh,
while
wow.
we
That's normal to us. We hear
Visit
someone's
Italy.
conversation
You'll
all the
feel at
time.
home loudness wise. Portion sizes. My high school senior trip to London. As a typically ravenous appetite 18-year-old, I couldn't get over how small everything was standard. My Canadian family had the opposite problem. I'll take a large soda. Holy crap, this is a bucket. Red plastic cup cups for parties. So much so that people outside US use them as an accessory to Americans.
Yeah,
Y'all
that's
crazy.
funny.
Yeah, this is crazy.
I've always called them the American cup since I've never seen them where I live.
You'd be
The
surprised.
American cup.
But think about it though.
Movies.
You'd be surprised how less of like red cups we actually use. Like,
Yeah, like we
we
don't
don't really
use
use.
it.
Like, come to think about it, I can't tell you last time I actually use a red cup. Unless
Like
I
for
went to
parties.
or an event.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, even an event.
maybe an
But
event,
again, for them, they like to recycle. They think about the planet. For us, like after just learning a lot about our supporters and their way of life, we have a lot of plastic. Yeah. Like at restaurants, we were given plastic utensils to like if we doing takeout.
We got a lot of plate dinners, some
Plate
platters,
dinners.
chicken, fried rice.
Yeah, so they're like, they said at parties they just wash their glass. But our thing is, at our parties, we don't want to have to clean up for the party, to have the party.
Exactly.
And then have our guests be washing stuff and then after they leave.
In the trash.
Yeah, so for us it's convenient, but.
They love it out there though. Give them a red cup, it's a party. They see a red cup, they know they're about to party.
And then they say they don't drink out of it.
Oh, I know what y'all drink out of. We seen them with pinkies up. For real.
Not an American, but I can always spot Americans at the airport because they take off their shoes at security
I
even
don't
if
do
it's
that.
not required.
Nah,
We've just had
ain't
it
walking
so
on nobody's
ingrained in
nasty
us.
floor.
Nah.
People can just drink in public in other countries. That was wild to me.
As much as talking about the beer.
100% of the time in the summer.
Oh,
Visited
yes.
Madrid for about a month to see the exchange student we housed, and found that they typically only turn on AC at night to sleep or when it reaches
Oh,
around
no.
105 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh no! Hold
Men
up, wait a
wearing
minute.
shorts.
Yeah, see, that was one of the reasons we were like, what's a good time to come to where you are?
Right.
We like AC
Yeah.
on at all times.
I don't like doing all that sweating for no reason.
Oh no!
Like, what's the point?
Oh
Like,
oh
nah.
no! We're gonna run that AC.
Especially if I'm all dressed up or just even in something cool, like I'm just sticky and all that stuff.
We don't care how high that bill's gonna be. We gonna run that AC.
It's crazy because we wear hoodies in the summertime.
Yeah.
We don't get
in
these
buildings,
sweat, like,
huh?
yeah, like,
oh
we
my
be
God!
chilling.
In high school,
All the
Jesus,
time.
everybody had hoodies on.
For
The
real.
school keep it cold.
Oh, no doubt. Like, all buildings be cool. I think it's just
Yeah.
like a natural thing we do.
Yeah. What about the libraries?
Libraries
Because
be
you have to like there though.
Mm.
Well, wherever in other countries because you have to protect the books. So
Yeah.
in places where they don't have ACs or don't run it, or I don't know how that would work. But
Hey,
what about the books?
comment section that. Put that in the comment
Yes,
section.
yes.
Let
Let's
us
talk
know.
about that.
Yeah.
Common in some parts of
Men
the
wearing
world,
shorts.
absolutely unheard of in others,
Oh.
no matter how hot it gets outside. Other than a swimsuit at the beach, none of my male cousins wear shorts ever, at all, in their home country.
Yo.
That's
In
new.
Australia,
Yeah, it's
obviously
different.
most people wear shorts when the weather is warm. My son, 30 years old, does not, no matter how hot it gets. He wears long pants and shoes, not shorts and thongs, except at the beach.
Oh,
People
wait
think
a
he's crazy. There's a
Man.
big shortage of water fountains once you leave the US, I've noticed.
Okay, I don't like water fountains anyway. So.
Prescription drug advertisements on TV. New Zealand is the only other major country that allows it, though
wow.
it's going
Okay.
to be banned here shortly, it seems.
Huh.
Convenience stores that carry just about everything you need. How are you being used in place of hello even with strangers? In the US, how you needs only to be replied with good. You almost as a way of saying hi.
True.
That's where
Big
people
facts.
don't really know how to respond when a stranger asks, how are you?
Keep
how
it
you
pushing.
doing?
It's not a
Or, "How's it
conversation."
going?" My British friend makes fun of me for how much cheese I use in my cooking. Doesn't stop her from inhaling my potato casseroles. But there you go. As a Brit in the US, I was shocked at the amount of cheese in nearly everything.
Cheese is a
It's
thing,
virtually
though.
Yeah,
impossible to
on
get
burgers,
any kind of
everything.
sandwich
Everything.
that doesn't automatically come with a slice of cheese in it. Oh, and the bread in the supermarket is sweet, but most Americans don't notice it. I thought
Yeah.
that was just messed up. Root
Okay,
beer is
so wait,
apparently
hold on.
disgusting.
Okay, so they said that our bread is sweet.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't notice it. Now, Hawaiian bread, you know
Yeah.
the brand,
Yeah.
that is sweet. But our bread is sweet.
Nah, we have like natural white, natural oats.
But they say that it's sweet, so I wonder how their bread tastes.
Cause if our bread is sweet to y'all bread must be on some little,
Yeah,
some
like
very humble.
yeah. How do it taste? Like, is it bitter or do it taste?
Probably don't have
like,
a taste. I go with no taste.
I'm trying
No
to
taste.
visualize
A
with
piece
no
of bread
taste.
with no taste. So you taste whatever's in the between the bread. That's it.
Okay.
The bread is there, but it's absent.
So do it maybe taste like crackers?
No bread. It tastes
I
like
can't
nothing.
imagine what no bread tastes like.
I don't know. Unless the sesame seed.
Ooh, ugh.
Okay, we just go keep going.
Okay.
Keep going.
Deemed an offense to most of the world's palate. A Japanese girl living with us as an exchange student described it as too spicy.
It is.
You think so?
Wait,
Why
Root beer.
instead of the
Spicy?
cashier putting your items in a plastic or paper bag, went to Germany and found it strange they don't bag your items.
Aldi.
Everyone just brings their own bag or dumps their stuff in a backpack.
That's facts.
Drinking water with your meal in a restaurant. First visit to a restaurant after being stationed in West Berlin. It was a while ago. I asked the waiter for a glass of water. Then 4 of my fellow soldiers chimed in that they would like a glass of water as well. The waiter replied 4 glasses of American champagne coming up upon his return with the water. I asked why he called it American champagne and he told me because you Americans drink water like we Germans drink
We love
champagne.
water.
Water is good for the body.
After that. As someone who lives in Colorado and is never more than a few feet away from my water bottle, this gives me anxiety.
Yo, we literally toting gallons for the summer.
Yes.
Let us know in the comment section what y'all taking on water. Like, water is just so
Yeah.
important to us. Like,
Water keeps your skin clear.
stay hydrated.
Stay hydrated. If you, of course, I'm in postpartum, so it helps with breast milk supply.
Yes, water is a
Water.
go-to. Like,
Yeah.
yes.
I love water.
That was different.
Healthy.
Wow.
I doubt this is restricted to America in any way, but when I studied abroad in the UK, the lack of public drinking laws was a bit of a culture shock. Being able to walk outside with a bottle of beer was very freeing.
Oh yeah, so we heard. Yeah.
Road trips, at least just jumping in the car and driving a few hours without giving it much thought. I live in a large western state and it seems at least every other weekend my family and I were in the car traveling for a few hours to see some sight. Go into Mexico or another state. I have relatives in Switzerland and they were going to drive us to the Frankfurt airport and I was blown away how big of a deal it was to them. My uncle had the car inspected, shopped around
Bruh,
for
let me
gas
tell you-
and printed off
look.
travel and weather
Oh,
reports.
no.
Yo.
For a trip my dad would have said, hey, let's do this weekend. In the car, kids. That's like a 4-6H drive. That's pretty significant for us here. I imagine that for Americans in 6H you can't even leave some states, lol.
Bro,
It is
hold
a
on
joke.
now. Let me tell you a little something
no.
about road trips. Like, road trips is just something that's like therapeutic. People love
Yes.
sceneries. We love to see things. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? And if this is a go-to right here, if you're in a relationship, like have a location outside of your city that you and your spouse or girlfriend or whoever y'all can go to, and let that be your little mini road trip that y'all always have, just so y'all can
Yes.
have some bonding time. You feel
I was
me?
gonna say that it's
You
some
was gonna say
bonding
that?
time.
You feel me?
You get to sing the songs with the kids.
Yes. If you got babies, y'all get to sing some little lullabies, sing alongs,
You
whatever
get
it
to
is.
sightsee. You get to see the welcome centers for the
Right.
different states.
Right.
Like,
Yes, and
it's
take that one
fun.
location and then find them in other little cities, and that way you guys can always have more things to look at or to do. It's just something it's a little something for you guys to check out, man.
Japanese culture to always greet someone as a sign of respect, but I feel uneasy that Americans sometimes looks at you and do a half smile while not saying anything. If I
hate
make eye
that.
contact, I have to acknowledge your existence. If I say hi, you're entitled to actually talk to me, and I don't want that. Hence, the half smile nod combo.
Bro, that's
The
money.
secret
That's
American
money.
handbook
That's
will
money.
teach you that, but
Thinking
just
about it,
something I
that is
picked up
funny.
growing up, I guess. Garbage disposals and sinks. When I moved to the UK, my flatmates asked how in movies people would stick their hands in the sink drain and it'd be ripped apart. I told them about garbage disposals and they were very weirded out.
really?
Being
I have
friends
to have
an
my
extent,
garbage disposal.
I checked in at a hostel and walked into the lounge area where people from all over the world were just chilling. I kinda introduced myself to the whole room, and someone goes, "You're from the States." Yeah, and I'm like, "Yeah, how do you know?" They said, "Only an American will walk into a room of strangers and introduce themselves to everybody." That's gold. I'm Aussie, and I would never think to introduce myself to a room full of people like that.
It sounds funny when you think about
Cold
it.
Yeah,
drinks.
it is.
Every European country I visited, the drinks would best be described as cool, but definitely not cold like in the US. I found an English pub in Portugal that served ice cold beer and had those steel cold strips along the bar counter to keep the drink from warming up fast. That became my spot. Ice and drinks.
Ice and drinks.
What's wrong with ice
remarkable
and
things
drinks?
about America, and it would be massive grocery stores. I'm pretty sure I've seen Czech villages that are smaller than a Walmart. Free public restrooms. When I visited Europe, I thought it was the strangest thing that you had to pay to use a public restroom. Eating a burger and fries with your hands. I just assumed everyone did this. I went to
I still can't get over that one.
Stopped at a burger joint.
I still have yet to
Small
see
local
someone eat a
place.
burger with
When
a
the
fork.
chef heard we were American, he immediately wanted us to try a specialty burger he made and tell him what we thought about it. They were all excited when we picked it up with our hands
That
and
is
we realized
funny.
everyone else in the
What?
place was using a fork
Oh
and
my
knife.
god.
Burger
How?
was 11/10. That's kind of adorable, TBH.
Man, pause, man. They go back to what you said about the bread, babe.
Yeah.
Like you asking what did the bread taste like? I said you don't taste the bread. It's about what's inside the bread. Like,
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying? So they eating because the bread is tasteless. So they use a fork.
Babe, I don't think the bread is tasteless.
I'm telling
They're
you, the
just
bread.
saying our bread is sweet. So I wonder if it's salty.
No, what? No way. I don't know about that.
How Americans treat time. I lived in the Dominican Republic for about a year, and everything slows down there. They have a much more relationship-based culture, as opposed to America's time-based culture. So people would simply take their time in town and with other people. You have been visited by the romantic dog.
I'm the romantic dog.
Yeah. So that was a good one. A lot of culture shocks, a lot of cool topics for us to discuss in the comment section
Definitely.
below. We hope you all enjoyed this video. Like this video, subscribe, turn on the post notification bell. We have enabled our super thanks if you'd like to support the channel that way. And we have our P.O. box in the description box below if you would like to send us anything. We'll see
Check
you
it out.
soon.
Peace.
Peace.